Hi, Mr. Shibu.
Yeah, now I can see you. Good evening, ma'am.
Uh, Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine so far. So, what about you, ma'am?
I'm also doing fine. Thank you so much for asking. And is this the first time we are meeting each other?
Yes, it's my first time in English here. It's my first class with you.
Okay,
But
okay. All right.
yeah, but earlier I
Okay.
had taken demonstration with the mother sir day for yesterday.
All right. All right. Uh, okay. So, Mr. Shibu, I'll just quickly introduce myself in that case. All right. My name is Shirsha Dasgupta. I'm currently living in Kolkata, West Bengal. Besides working with English Yari, I happen to be a student of psychology honors, and my hobbies would include reading and traveling. Okay.
Okay, it's great. Okay,
What about you, Mr. Shibu?
yeah, and okay, I'm going to introduce myself. So, thank you so much, ma'am, for having great opportunity to introduce myself. So my name is Shibu Tuddu. I am from Bihar, and if I talk about my qualification, so I have done 10 standards. And if I talk about my hobbies, so my hobbies are cricket, football, basketball, besides theater. And if I talk about this language, so just I want to build my communication skills, and that's why just I have taken a class in English here. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So, if I ask you that, what was your day like today? Like, what did you do today? So, what would you tell me?
Yeah. Yeah, first of all, I started my day with the study, and I did study in the morning time around 1 hour. At that time, just I was reading one storybook, which one 2 days back I had purchased. So yeah, after
Okay.
after
What storybook
reading,
is it?
then that one book is, I cannot say that that one is a storybook, but self improvement, self confidence, like
Okay.
that.
Basically, it's a self-help book, right?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Go on, please.
And then then I went to work. I did work almost 2 hours. After that, I
Mm.
came back to my room. So
Mm.
I have I I had taken bath. After that, I changed my dress, and after
Okay.
getting ready, I had breakfast around 10 a.m. So after taking breakfast, again I was studying at 10:30.
To 11:30, 1 hours I did study, and I go to bed at around 11:30. Then I took rest 2 hours, and I went to my work. After going to work, I'm having leisure time.
Okay. All right. It sounds like a pretty productive and busy day to me, honestly. So, the reason I asked you this, am I audible, Mr. Shibu?
Yeah, you are audible, but I don't know. Suddenly my Bluetooth connection disconnected.
Oh, okay, okay. So, should I say something now?
Okay, now you can. Yes, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm able to get.
Yes, yes. So as I was saying that it sounds like a pretty busy and productive day for you today. And there's a reason particularly why I asked you this question. It's because the topic that we have been given today, it's basically the rhythm of routine. All right. So it talks about your daily routine. Are you comfortable talking about it?
Hello, ma'am.
Am I audible, Mr.
Hello.
Shipu?
Yes, yes, yes. Now you are audible, ma'am.
Okay. So, like I was saying, the topic that we've been given for today's session is the rhythm of routine. All right. Now, that basically means we are going to talk about your daily routine. Are you comfortable doing that?
Yes, I'm comfortable, ma'am. Okay,
Okay,
so
great. Yeah, please go on.
how I had to start, ma'am? I mean, I have to talk in what I'm doing daily basis.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay, I'm going to start my daily.
Yeah. And I get up early in the morning at 4 o'clock. Then I get up and I brush my teeth. After brushing, I have a glass of water, and after having water, and I do study almost 30 minutes, and I after that I get dressed, and I go to work at 5 a.m. Then I get work at 5:10, and where I go to work, so that it takes 5 minutes to reach there. So after reaching, I do work 5:10 to 7. Yeah, 7 a.m. Then I have tea. And again I join my work. And 7 to 10 a.m. I do work, and after that I come back my room. After coming my
Okay.
room, and I have I have take bath, and then I go to breakfast, and I have breakfast at 10:30. And after coming back, then I study. After studying, then I go to bed at 11:30. Then I take rest 2 hours. After that, when I wake up at 1 p.m., so then I go to work. So I do work almost 2 hours at in the noon time. Then after completing my work, I have tea, and we can say that snack, and yeah, these things I it's my daily routine.
Okay. All right. So, this is basically like. Mm, okay, you tell me this. That this was basically about your daily routine, right? On the days you have to go to your work. What about days you are at home, like it's a holiday?
Holiday means,
Like basically, let's say Sundays or weekends when you don't have to go to the office.
yeah, usually I don't get weekly off, ma'am. Daily basis I do work. I don't have weekly off
Oh, you okay? So,
because
what kind of work do you usually do?
yeah, I'm a milkman. I take care
Okay,
to cows. Yeah,
you tend to cows or you take care of cows. Okay.
okay, I take care of cows.
Yes. This is Shibu. What I have spotted so far, I'll just quickly tell you that, okay? Two things. The first thing is there's pronunciation error with the sir and the sure sound of words. Alright? So instead of place, we're talking about words like, let's say, shoulder, it's coming out as shoulder, something like that, okay? The sure sound is not coming as such. And the other one would be the placement of the word to. So you said, I wake up at or I come to my room. These prepositions are missing from the sentences. At, to, in. These words have to be added in. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. So you tell me, right now your routine is something, and let's say when you were younger, then your routine was something else. So, what kind of similarities or dissimilarities do you spot between the two?
Sorry, ma'am, I didn't get you.
Okay, so let me put it like this. Let's say that I right now am completing my masters, okay? And there was a time when I was much younger, let's say in middle school. So I had to follow routines at both points in my time, but they were different from one another, right? So what I'm asking is, you have a routine right now. Let's say you had a routine 10 years back. What are the differences and what are the similarities between the two? All right.
Yeah, I can say that, ma'am. When I was studying, so at that time I had made routine. So that time, if I compare at that time, those time until now, it's very different. Big difference is there. And at that time, just I was not doing work, so that's why I was having a lot of time. And in that time, just I used to do study. But here I can say that I don't get too much time for hang out with my friend and play with my friend. But earlier when I used to study, so that time I used to hang out with my friend. I used to play, and these days I can say that totally different, ma'am, because these days I'm doing work. So if I don't do work, so I will be punishment. So like that. So I can say that now I can say that it's very necessary to somehow I have to follow my daily routine in right now where I'm doing work. So there, but earlier I didn't. If I don't follow sometimes, so it's okay for me. But at that time, it was depend on me whether if I don't focus properly. So it's okay at that time, but now it's totally different.
Okay. All right. Mhm. What do you mean by the word routine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the topic says the rhythm of routine. All right. So, have you ever heard of the word rhythm before?
No, ma'am. Very first time I heard it.
Okay, I'll just give you the spelling. You can write it down if you want. It is spelled RHYTHM. Okay, rhythm.
Rhythm.
RHYTHM. Rhythm. Yes, so basically, rhythm is a word that is usually associated with music. Okay, so you see in some songs or in certain, you would say, melodies, you will see patterns of tunes are repeated. So rhythm can is or it originates from music, but it can be used to signify a pattern in any word. So like a pattern of signs, a pattern of numbers, everything can be formed into a rhythm. Okay. So why the topic says rhythm of routine and not just routine is because it's very simple. Some people tend to make elaborate routines, okay? Huge routines that have a lot of things packed into them. But oftentimes it's seen that these people cannot follow their routine. You will know some people like this, right? That they decide they will do a lot of things and then in the end they just end up doing nothing. Okay. So, rhythm of routine signifies the fact that whatever you have decided to put into your routine, to include in your routine, you are going to stick to that. You're going to follow that religiously, every day, regularly. That is why it forms a rhythm in you. Like you'll get up in the morning, you'll go and brush your teeth, you'll take a shower, you'll do whatever you have to do. But it's like your body is put on automatic mode, right? Like you don't have to particularly think that okay, I've brushed my teeth, now I will go and take a shower. It just happens automatically. It's like that, okay? So the routine of following your routine, it's basically what we're talking about here. All right.
Ji, ma'am. Okay.
If I ask you about, let's say, what changes would you like to make in your routine? What would you say?
Yeah, I can say that, ma'am. When I made it routine, so after that, it's I can say that somehow we have to follow, and it is good things if we follow daily basis, if we make it routine what we will do daily basis. So it will force us to do that work, which kinds of work we are doing. And we can I can say that after that we can't waste I can't waste any time whatever I'm having, because completely I made routine. So it means according to rhythm routine, just I have to utilize my entire day. And if I don't make a daily routine, so I cannot understand that what I'm doing and how much time it's taking. So yeah.
Okay, all right. Yes, perfect. Mm, any habit that you've been trying to put into the routine?
Sorry, ma'am.
Like, okay, I'll tell you. So my routine basically consists of like helping my mother with household chores, going to my university, studying for myself, teaching here on the platform. Okay, it's a plethora of a lot of other things. Something that I had been trying to incorporate into this was exercise. Okay, like going for a daily walk or maybe a run, something like that. And I've been doing it for like, let's say, the last 2 weeks. So is there anything like that you have been trying to put into your routine as well?
Yes, ma'am. When I was at home, so that time usually I used to help to my father, because my father he does work these days. So
Okay,
whenever I
I either say I used to help my father or I used to provide my father with help. These are the two ways of saying it. Okay? You do not
okay,
help to your father. Yes.
okay, okay. So what you said, ma'am?
I helped my father or I provided my father with help. The first way is easier. Just keep it simple. I helped my father or I helped my father.
Okay. I helped my father, and that time whenever I was getting leisure time, so just I was trying to give a hand as well, whatever. Sometimes my mother and a lot of things I was doing.
Okay. Alright. Now, do you know another word for routine?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Have you ever heard of the word schedule?
Yes, ma'am. Schedule.
Yes.
Schedule. What
Schedule
is
is another
schedule?
word for routine. Schedule is basically when you have stipulated times or you, let's say, have fixed time slots to complete tasks. You see, some people usually chunk out their time throughout the day. That this especially happens with students who are preparing for exams. So 9 to 10 I study one subject, 10 to 12 I study another one. They chunk out the time like that, right? That is basically what is called a schedule. Or it is also known as a timetable, but for routine you can say that I have my schedule planned out. Just basically my routine has been planned out. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Schedule. How to pronounce this word, ma'am? Schedule. What is schedule?
Okay. All right. I'll tell you. Schedule. Schedule.
Schedule. Schedule.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Do you want the spelling as well?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes. Now you are audible, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. So the spelling goes as Schedule. Schedule.
Schedule. Schedule. Okay. So I make I made it schedule. So is it right?
Yes, I made a schedule for myself to follow.
Okay. I made a schedule. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. All right, Mr. Shibu. So coming down to your, I would say feedback. All right, I already told you in between that there's a problem with the sir and the sh sound of words and the placement of the prepositions for you. Another thing that I noticed, first of all, your eye contact is comment worthy, okay? You tried really hard to just look at me and not shift your eyesight from one place to the other. It's great. Not many first time learners can do that this efficiently. You tried a lot. You looked at one place for more than 70% of the times. It obviously can increase, but it's a good start. Okay, first of all. Secondly, I would say one thing that can improve is the point of getting stuck in between. All right. Like you were taking pauses in places which was abrupt, or at least it seemed abrupt to the listener. That is me. All right. And every time you took those pauses, you were like, so, like. These are the only suggestions from my end. What you can do right now is you have to continue reading books. Okay. Whatever books you are
Your
reading,
picture get stuck, ma'am. Hello? Hello, ma'am.
yeah, I'm so sorry, Mr. Shibu. I think I got stuck. What was the last thing that you heard?
Yeah, I forgot it.
Okay, no problem. I'll just tell you again. So basically, what I'm telling you is your your eye contact is worth mentioning here, okay? Because you maintained eye contact with me for let's say 70% of the times. Obviously, it can increase, but for a first time learner, for a beginner, it is very well. Okay, good job there. But I would say that your habit of getting stuck abruptly, of taking abrupt pauses in between answers, that needs to reduce, okay? Now, what can we do about it? Instead of getting stuck in between and saying, so many times, what you can say is, I ask you the question, you take 2-3 seconds to figure out the answer first. Let's say I asked you, what kind of habits would you like to change in your routine? So you can say, I would like to get up a little earlier, I would like to read something every day. Think about the points first and then start elaborating on them. This way, your repetition is not going to be as often. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. So these are
So,
the only suggestions from my
yes.
end. What you can do right now is you have to continue reading books, okay? Whatever books you find interesting, could be non-fiction, could be fiction, could be newspaper articles, but you have to give at least 30 minutes to reading every day. This has to be religiously done so that the grammatical mistakes, they are little now, so that they don't increase, rather they can be rectified easily. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, I read book. I read book, but sometimes when I come across with new words, so that time I'm unable to get it. Hello, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. So
Yeah.
I
What did
was
you
telling,
ask exactly?
yeah, I was asking you that, ma'am, daily basis I do read book, but when it comes to speaking, so that time I don't know. I'm unable to speak much more. But if I talk to
See,
any
that will only
talk to
come
any.
with practice. All right. Right now, you've started joining classes here. As in, when you get the chance to speak more, as in when your exposure to this language increases, you get more tips on this. Only then will your fluency be better. All right.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, like just I have to
Okay.
read book, or apart from that, I have to do something.
Let's start with the simplest things first. Let's do it one by one so that you don't get confused. All right. And then you can obviously move on to other things as well. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Shibu, thank you so much for joining. I hope you had a good session with me. Please do leave a feedback and a rating on the platform. It was lovely speaking to you. See you again. Thank you.